Hey fellow explorers, I've got a new travel camera backpack to share with you today, and this one's really interesting because it's not designed for people that shoot with cameras with long lenses. This travel backpack is designed for people who use cell phones as their primary camera. And in this video, I'm gonna show you all around this novel camera backpack, share with you the pros and cons, let you know whether you should consider buying it or not. This backpack was sent to me by SANDMARC, but they didn't get to review this video. These opinions are only my own, and if you do want to help support the channel and you decide to buy one, there's an affiliate link in the description below. All right, so first let's talk about the outside and then we'll go to the inside. So one of the things that makes a good camera backpack are ways to store your tripods, and this backpack's got it. It's got these big pockets right here that you can use either to store tripods or water bottles. Why do they work for water bottles and tripods? Well, water bottle, just right there, big ones too. But for the tripod, you put the tripod right in there. This is the Peak Design travel tripod, and then it's got a little strap right on top. All of the straps on this backpack and all of the zipper pulls are made of metal. There's no plastic here, so nothing easy to break. And then you can just pull that strap right around your tripod. You can slide this clip into place, which is also magnetic to hold it there. And now as you're walking around with your tripod, it's not gonna fall out of the backpack. If you need these to be bigger, they've got zippers on them that open up to make that pocket down there bigger. In addition to these two places to put tripods, it also has this special compartment on the bottom, this pocket right here that opens up, and you can even wrap a third tripod or a towel or blanket or jacket or something around the bottom of the backpack. So that is cool. It has lots of pockets, lots of handles. You see I'm picking it up by this handle. If you prefer to carry it on the side, it's got a handle over here. Of course, it's got the backpack straps. Now, what's unique about these backpack straps being designed for cell phone camera operators is actually one of the straps has a pocket that you can put a phone in. What does that look like? Well, wearing it as a backpack like this, you can see the phone hangs out right there. This is useful if you want to walk around and maybe get some handheld shots. Although if you're doing it like this, the camera is in vertical orientation instead of horizontal orientation. This is a Samsung Galaxy S24. And it fits pretty well in there. There is also a sternum strap or chest strap right here with the same closure mechanism, metal with a magnet in it. Pretty comfy to wear on the back. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the different pockets now. In here on the front of the backpack, we have a top pocket up here. What is in the top pocket? This one's pretty small. This one has room for a pen. It's got two little pockets that you could put maybe memory cards or lenses for your camera. And it's even got a little tiny pocket right here. What's this little tiny pocket right here for? This tiny pocket is actually for a AirTag or something to help you track your device. AirTags fit perfectly right in there. The next pocket on the front, this is a big, deep pocket. As you can see, this goes pretty far down. This is great for carrying something like a gimbal, you know, maybe like selfie sticks or things like that that you need to be big but aren't that deep. And then the third pocket down here, this one's a smaller pocket. This size may be good for carrying your charger banks or something like that. If you're shooting with cell phones, you'll know you can't replace the batteries, and so you got to keep them topped up. Nicely on the bottom of the backpack, it has kind of a rubberized bottom, so if you're putting it in mud or someplace wet, it's not going to soak through. The rest of the backpack is made of nylon, except the areas around the zippers, which have a little bit of rubber coating on them. All right, let's go ahead and now take a look into the main compartment of the backpack. I'll go ahead and put it down here and open this up for you. Being a travel backpack, this backpack is designed to store a lot of stuff in it. Ooh, there goes my water bottle. That's okay. Or my tea bottle in this case. All right, so we've got plenty of room in here for how many pandas has I got? 4 pandas, and just to show you roughly how deep this is, and a subscribe pillow. It is roughly 3-4 inches deep or something like that for your stuff in there. It has another expandable zipper that you can open this up if you want to store more stuff in the backpack. The base configuration is 25 liters of storage, and it goes up to 30 liters if you expand it. Now in here, there are also some extra zipper pockets on here that you can organize stuff. This one opens up and it has like 3 different zipper compartments. Overall, tons of organization in this bag. And you know, you don't just have to carry pandas, you could totally carry like a couple nights of stuff in this backpack if you're traveling with it as your only case. The next zipper down the back, this one is the expansion zipper. So that's where you would open it up and expand it a little bit. And then the final pocket on it right here, this is for the laptop section. This one does not open up all the way like the other one, but you can see it's got room for a big MacBook Pro. This is a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I think it could easily fit a 16-inch in there. In this other pocket right down below, that's the iPad or tablet pocket. And then it's got a ton more organizing pockets up here. All of these little things are nicely padded too. So you can put things in there that are fragile, like small lenses, things like that, and not have to worry about them breaking. One thing that's, I mean, there's like pockets that go like all the way down in the backpack there, that these, because it doesn't open all the way, kind of hard to get to these in the bottom. It's almost hard for me to show them to you, but you can see the organization goes down there really, really quite deep. All right, and now zipping up that laptop pocket, final things on the outside that I didn't talk about earlier. It also has a nice strap right here that you can use if you want to tuck these handles in. Maybe you're not using it as a backpack and maybe you want to go ahead and carry it sideways with that handle. You can tuck the straps in so they're neat and out of the way. And it also has one more strap right here in the middle on the part that says SANDMARC Action Gear. What is that for? That is for stacking your backpack on top of a suitcase. So if you have a rollerboard that you're taking on the plane or a check-in bag and then you want to put this on top of it, you can do so sideways. You could kind of do it topways with this floppy one, but this one isn't really going to hold it in place the same way this one would. Nice touch. And this backpack area is nice and padded and kind of this mesh that tends to breathe. And the measurements of this backpack, 20 inches from top to bottom, 14 inches across, and 6 inches deep if it's not expanded. All right, so now that we've seen everything around this travel backpack, let's talk about the pros and the cons of it. First pro, very well made, like everything feels good. There's no plastic here. It's the nylon, the rubber, and the metal, so I think this should be quite durable. I love all the handles. I love the side handle. I love the top handle. I love the straps. I love all of the pockets. This thing has so many pockets on it, pockets galore. You can like easily make this your gear cabinet, you know, like everything you can need, you can put right here in this backpack. And I think the price of $249, I think is pretty reasonable for a backpack in this category. It's so well made with all the metal, the magnets, and the nylon. All right, what are the cons of this backpack? Well, I feel like to me, the biggest con of this backpack, and this is gonna be subjective for sure, but the biggest con of this backpack I feel is the look of the backpack. And I say it's subjective, but you know, this backpack, how does it look on my back? I mean, you might say it looks okay, but it's a box. It's not really designed to be something that you're like showing off, to be like, look at the most amazing looking backpack I have. It is a black cabinet that you put on your back, but it is super functional. I compare it to the Peak Design everyday bag right here. This Peak Design bag is the other camera bag that I take around. This camera bag is made for not cell phone shooters, but this camera bag is made for if you've got like big cameras with lenses and things like that. So when I carry my big DSLR cameras around or my mirrorless cameras around, I got lots of glass, I got a big gimbal. I'm generally putting this in the Peak Design bag, but I feel like this bag, because it's a different color, a different style, does look a little bit better than the travel backpack here. The Peak Design does cost a little bit more. This one goes for about $300. The other thing that this doesn't have, that some of the other bags in this category have, like this Peak Design bag has, is dividers so that you can separate the big inside pocket. And so in this Peak Design bag, they've got these dividers and you can kind of like put them in there and like Velcro them in there to make like smaller pockets, which is useful if you've got big cameras, big glass, lots of things that are fragile. I'm sure that the theory on this backpack is that you are traveling with lots of smaller things, things that aren't big, things that aren't that fragile, and so you don't need a lot of organization in the big interior pocket. All of the organizers in here are pretty small, and then when we get into the main compartment, you know, it just kind of like opens all the way up like that. You could totally get little bags to separate this thing if you want to, but then I think you're almost defeating the purpose of this bag. So who is this bag for? This bag is absolutely for people that are main camera, traveling around with a cell phone, and you need a lot of storage space, and you're okay with the fact that it doesn't look amazing because you're looking for function. If you do consider buying it and you found this review helpful, I would definitely appreciate if you use that affiliate link in the description below. If you're wondering, Chris, how does it really compare to that Peak Design backpack? Well, I'll put a link to my Peak Design review right here. And as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.